Okay, it's episode 3. Now I'm gonna start it over. Shit, I fucked up. Blink, 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 continuous, and normal. Hard. On. Oh, Jesus Christ. What a week. It's probably June 3rd, 2022 for you. Halfway through the year. All right. Aliens and everything. No, do. Yes, no. Ha, he. Hello, chat and everybody. I'm sorry I don't have enough bandwidth to fucking stream. Live, live. And you probably want some other camera pointing at my penis showing what I'm doing in VR. I'm okay, I'm just excited. Putting on a show. I love this song so much. Patrick O'Hare, Trust People. Great album. Amazing. Alright, let's turn this down. And let's listen to that. Sorry. Hey, I wanted a no commentary fucking walkthrough too, but guess what? People don't fucking watch those. Or they do, but they only watch the ones that come out in the first month and that have so many subscribers and followers, so they don't watch my channel because so you have to make your channel unique and special. Here you go! That's a burp of freedom right there. Shit, what day is it? It's like 5/17. 5/17. There we go. Come on, play the damn music. Come on, make me come. Come on. Give me the deal. Spend some time. These things are awful. The audio on these is just so bad. Oh, okay, so that's part of it. But even when that's
how the player is expected to learn of its existence and understand its details.
I'm wrong.
Some design elements are so important that the game experience will break if the player doesn't understand them, while others may just be fun diversions or rewards for exploring the...
There we go. Oh, God! Yeah, fuck you. Squidward.
We spend time on every game design element thinking about how the player is expected to learn of its existence and understand its details.
Yes.
Some design elements are so important that the game experience will break if the player doesn't understand them, while others may just be fun diversions or rewards for exploring the game's systems. Any required element will require work on our part to teach the player. In Half-Life, we try to teach elements in ways that feel as natural as possible, entwined within the core flow of the game so that you don't feel like the game just stopped to teach you something. We don't always succeed, but the attempts usually lead us somewhere interesting. In this case, we need to teach the players about the armored head crab. The key elements that we want them to understand are that the head crab is invulnerable on the top, but has a weak spot on its belly. We would also like the player to learn that the head crab exposes its weak spot right before it jumps, but this isn't required. The player can fall back to shooting the weak spot as the head crab scrambles around after a leap.
Teaching design elements of enemies is always tricky.
players have shown us for years that it's really hard to learn something new while under attack. We've also seen that invulnerability, in particular, is a difficult enemy feature to teach. If players are blasting away at an enemy, they are often not paying close attention to the impact feedback. If the enemy is vulnerable in some areas and not others, players may kill the enemy with a spray of gunfire, not realizing that some of their shots did nothing, while others hit critical weak spots. So when we approach the armored warcraft training,
thank you, Valve!
we need to do
I love this bug.
to avoid placing the player under duress by containing the enemies inside this wire fence.
Very smart. They put the enemies
Next, we
inside the
place head
fence.
traps at eye level facing the player, exposing their bright, pulsing weak spot. If the player shoots one immediately, they are rewarded with a unique death effect where the head...
With any section of natural entwined training, we've observed that there's rarely any one thing that succeeds in teaching all players, nor do 100% of players leave with the perfect understanding we'd like. If player understanding is absolutely critical, we have to build a more bulletproof gate that ensures the player demonstrates understanding before moving onwards. In fact, we do just that when the player acquires the shotgun in the next
Trying to listen to Alex.
What does it taste like? Tell me how you
Russell.
I didn't eat the head crab that he gave me.
Of course you didn't.
That's
the right decision.
alien slave, friendly brain damaged alien slave in the last chapter gave me, that you'll absolutely need to see the last episode of ALYX to fucking see, or any other fucking playthrough, or play the god chicken fucking game yourself. Which is basically what this game is, but sometimes you can't afford $1,000, and I understand that. And the other reason I have this fucking shit is because I fucking used my god chicken fucking credit card. And that was pretty stupid of me, because now I'm in like $2,000 of debt. So if you can subscribe to my patreon.com/Keen, that would really help, especially if you like this fucking content. Woo! You can do like $1 a month. That'd be cool. I would appreciate that. I think the average is like $3. I think I have a $4 one, but pretty much everyone else is $3, and I have like a dollar one or some rupee or some fucking European Union currency that I don't understand, which is okay. I love people from all races and all nations, but that's definitely an issue with Americans. So we gotta, woo! I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm just. You have to learn more than one language. You don't have to, but apparently, and I've noticed this, that my European friends are extremely smart in the braino cells, because they have more than one language. It is called bilingual or some bullshit like that. So be bilingual, be bisexual, or whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit, motherfucker. Right.
Oh, that zombie has a shotgun.
Anyway. Yeah, there's a shotgun. There's a shotgun. Man, when you're sweaty in these things, your glasses and the shit just fogs up so easily. But not quite fogged. Okay, the shotgun gate. Alright, this zombie has the shotgun. Here, give me the ammo. Give me the shotgun ammo, you fucking cuck. You fucking cuck. You like masturbating to other zombies, jacking off, you're fucking your wife, your zombie wife, don't you? Yeah.
One challenge we always face when giving a new weapon or tool to the player is ensuring that they collect it before moving on. In these cases, we try to establish some kind of gate that the player can only get past using the new item. This can be especially tricky in cases where we are giving the player a new tool that doesn't fundamentally change their capabilities, as in the case of the shotgun, where almost everything that can be done with the shotgun can also be done with the pistol. In contrast, the pistol gate, where the player had to acquire the pistol before being able to shoot the lock off of the fence back at Russell's lab, was simple to design and execute. For this shotgun gate, we not only needed to ensure that the player collected the shotgun, but also that they learned how to load it before proceeding. We playtested a number of approaches to teaching the reload mechanics during combat, and repeatedly found that it didn't work. When faced with learning a new, complex task under duress, players would retreat back to using their pistol, which was a known quantity to them.
Once the player has collected the shotgun, they are only halfway through the shotgun gate. Next, they need to learn how to reload it. To drive home the necessity for the player to learn how to use this new weapon, We added an incoming threat, using a variety of audio and visual effects to sell it. While our goal is to make the player feel like they have a limited amount of time, the time pressure is entirely fake, and everything proceeds based on the player's progress in loading the shotgun for the first time. Once the shotgun has been loaded, a short timer starts, after which zombies burst through the walls. If the player happens to look at the walls before that timer is up, we abort the timer and introduce the zombies. The combination of a timer and a look trigger is a common trick used in places where we'd like the player to see a neat visual moment.
That's smart.
But we can't wait forever, or the game simply won't progress. The breaking of the walls by the zombies is the final step in opening the shotgun gate. Having new enemies open the way forward when they enter the player's space is a fairly tried and true method, but it's never one we're particularly happy with. It's always a bit too convenient and lacks agency on the player's part. But in a setup like this, which contains a novel puzzle, a new weapon, and its associated mechanics, plus an ambush, we're already dealing with a lot of design complexity packed into a small space, and further additions would complicate the scenario even further.
Gonna eat it, so you can't use infinite helmets. No. Die, alcohol. Fuck. Die, alcohol. Die. I love alcohol, but I hate it. But I love it. But I hate it. But I love it. But I hate it. Just like life. Sorry for being so drunk. Otherwise I'd just be like normal and boring, and I've already fucking played this goddamn fucking part like, I don't know, 5 to 10 times now, trying to record this fucking thing. And I uploaded the lower quality version from my old computer, but not this one. But apparently people don't like fucking just commentaries that are just, or no commentary. I'm going with like a 2010 model. People just want you to annoyingly talk over the entire fucking video. So here you go. This is what you get. It's what you want. I mean, I like it too. I mean, I like it. It's new for me, you know. I have to talk, but not talk about anything, and it's interesting. It's good. I like it. I like it so much. Tell me about the shotgun.
The visual design of the shotgun included a number of challenges. Shotguns in games are generally powerful, and we communicate that power with bulk. As a result, they're big and held in two hands. But our experiments with two-handed VR weaponry didn't reach a level we were satisfied with. When holding a two-handed object in real life, the object itself provides a physical connection between the two hands, and that constraint allows players to stop thinking about it consciously, in addition to providing physical feedback. In VR, without that connection or feedback, we found that players had to keep maintaining their own internal sense of how they were holding their two-handed weapon, or they dripped their hands into positions that were hard for us to reconcile. As a result, our two-handed weapons required players to play along more than we liked. Since one of our core goals with Half-Life ALYX was to allow players to fully immerse themselves by ceasing to think about what they were doing in real life, we decided to focus on single-handed weapons, including the shotgun.
That's pretty smart. I haven't heard that commentary, or I probably have before, but I didn't. Okay, here we go.
Our initial instinct with the shotgun design was to use a regular real-world shotgun, but modified, with a sawn-off stock and barrel so it would seem less cumbersome when held with one hand. This approach always resulted in the handle being at the rear of the weapon, and we ran into the problem where the weapon always felt front-heavy. Obviously, the VR controller in your hand wouldn't reflect that, leading to a disconnect between what you were feeling and what you were seeing. Placing the handle more centrally and underneath the weapon helped avoid this disconnect. This implied centre of mass wasn't really maintained well as the weapon accrued upgrades throughout the game, but the first impression was the most critical. Since we were going with an odd form, we were keen to use common shotgun visual elements wherever we could to help with player recognition and to ground the design in some reality. One element we borrowed was a common shotgun tube magazine that stores shells horizontally in line with the barrel. and we were just able to fit the gameplay requirement of 6 shells without the overall length becoming unwieldy. You can see the effort we had to go for further shell capacity in the design of our autoloader upgrade. Our first reloading mechanic was based on the realistic insertion of 1 shell at a time. Playtesters found this to be overly tedious, although we did receive some positive comments that it made them feel like an action movie star. The simple addition of allowing players to insert 2 shells at a time solved this issue, allowing us to keep the good part of the design whilst losing the bad. We were keen to reinforce the whole action movie star thing, and experimented with some big gesture the player could do to finalise reloading. The inclusion of a pop-up mechanism allowed us to add an additional step to the reload that further separated it from our other weapons, yet had a satisfying flick of the wrist to complete the action.
This game is whack. Wacky. Now this part. Alright. Fuck! I keep missing this. Like, I'll go this way, and then, like, it's just easy. Without this floating thing, it's just a dark, you know, you think...
You'll need a
You think maybe it just stops.
I think you're right.
Oh, okay, so you can't even go into it without the flashlight. It's interesting. But yeah, even when I got the flashlight a couple times I've played, and I'm like, where do I go? Admittedly, I was pretty drunk. It's actually nice, actually. A few things nice about playing for the... Fuck! 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 For the 10th time! Alright, gotta stop overacting. Gotta be normal actor. My name is Haley Crowkeen, and I'm gonna fuck you in the face with Half-Life ALYX. Woo! Sam-eyed motherfucker. Although I did not like his most recent video where he's just making women feel uncomfortable. That triggers me, but if you like it, good for you. I suppose. Whatever, YOLO.
Like hacking and environmental puzzles, toner puzzles like this one are often used to relieve tension from combat and engage the player's mind in a refreshing way. This puzzle introduces a new junction type, which has 2 inputs and 2 outputs, as well as branching circuits. Functionally, it's just a simple airlock. Only one of the main combine gates can be powered on at a time, with an additional wrinkle that the smaller side gate on the return path must be powered down separately. In addition to providing a break between hectic combat encounters, this puzzle is a gameplay mechanic refresher, since it's been some time since the player has seen a toner puzzle, and the next ones start to ramp up in complexity.
That's pretty cool.
Last mag.
See, that's nice. It dies while it's doing its scripted sequence, and it doesn't stay invulnerable.
No more mags.
Yeah. No more mags. I got it.
Like hacking and environmental puzzles, toner puzzles like this one are often used to relieve tension from combat.
God knows what. Is this medicine?
Does it have a skull and crossbones on it?
I don't see one.
Probably medicine then.
I took a little 5-minute break, get some water.
Whew. It is dark.
Everything all right?
Nope, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, my desk is over there.
Oh, thank God.
poison head crab. Hello.
In prior Half-Life games, the flashlight was attached to the player's body, which meant that it always illuminated the world from the same angle, relative to the player's point of view. With tracked hands in VR, we had the opportunity to let players manipulate the flashlight directly, and playtesters reacted very positively to this new freedom. In fact, our earliest implementation of a flashlight in Half-Life ALYX was an object that could be picked up in either hand or even set back down. This allowed the player to put the flashlight down somewhere, providing illumination for themselves while they accomplished another task. Unfortunately, this presented the possibility that a player could leave the flashlight behind, which would have been a game-breaking scenario. Implementing the flashlight as an object that players had to hold also prevented them from holding something else in that hand, which was tedious to manage and simply too punishing of a trade-off. In particular, it meant that weapon reloading was a nightmare, because the player no longer had a free offhand to perform the reload actions. In the end, we settled on a flashlight that attaches to the offhand and turns on and off automatically. This fixes the issues with reloading in the dark, potentially losing the flashlight, and has the nice side effect of not requiring the allocation of a button to toggle the light, which is especially helpful on controllers with fewer buttons. Since the automatic on-off behavior is controlled using level logic, designers could make performance and quality trade-offs in different areas of the game. After all, if a player could turn the flashlight on at any time, the rendering overhead of this shadow-casting light source would have to be accounted for throughout the entire game. On the other hand, if the flashlight is known to be off in a given area, a designer can make use of the resulting rendering headroom by increasing the fidelity of the environment in other ways.
Okay, sorry about you missing some Alex dialogue there. It was, I think Alex was like, "Oh, I'm so happy to be out of here." And then Russell was like, "Oh, it's unlike you, just like you, the flashlight is sensitive to the dark." Alright, so one thing I have about that is I've played some nice Half-Life ALYX custom fucking campaigns. And the flashlight does not work at all as good as it fucking does here in the actual game. There's some sort of thing where, I mean, I'm a mapper, I get it, so there must be some trigger or something that's like right here or right there. Right here? Here? Come on, turn off. Okay, maybe outside the door. Anyway, it'll turn off eventually. But, I got fucked in a single-player campaign that I really liked. Because the flashlight would not fucking turn on. And I was trapped in the dark. And there was nothing I could do. So that sucked!
Shortly after adding the flashlight to the game, we discovered that playtesters would frequently brace their gun hand with their flashlight hand. This meant that the players had to orient their flashlight hand awkwardly to align the light with their aim.
Oh.
We decided to make this an automatic behavior of the offhand whenever it was brought close to the grip of the gun.
Oh, cool.
If you do this, you'll see that the offhand grips the gun in a natural pose.
I haven't done this
and
before.
The flashlight aligns with the aim.
So
in fact,
smart.
If you look closely at the end of the flashlight, you'll notice that it has a ball joint. This allows the flashlight to articulate based on whether the offhand is gripping the gun or not. The ball joint has 4 different orientations, one for each gun, and a neutral orientation for when the player is not supporting the gun to aim. These 4 orientations ensure that the flashlight is always pointed in an ideal direction for the player. In one-handed mode, the flashlight attaches to the gun hand at an orientation that is ideal for all scenarios.
That's cool. This is why I like director commentary a lot. Lets you know why things are the way that they are, more or fucking less. Alright, so now I go back to the thing, right? But I have to fucking get out of here. Okay. Already did that one. Yeah. No. I want to see if I can hit you with a brick. That's what mentally... Fuck you! Get off my face.
God.
Oh, it was all over my face,
Okay.
all over my face.
I'm okay.
It was on your face and it... Oh, disgusting.
Yeah.
Come on, motherfucker. See, he doesn't even care. Okay, well, he goes over there, but pretty much he doesn't give a shit. Avatar of death and life, motherfucker. Boop. Alright. This is too tight. I hope my cat came back. I don't see him yet. Put a collar on him. Maybe a coyote ate him. That would suck. Rip Boots 2017. No, 2015 to 2022. 2016 to 2022. I've tried to stop letting him outside, but he just fucking keeps, you know, let me outside, let me outside, let me outside. And other people have pointed out to me that at least, you know, if he's outside, he's gonna die free. Rather than a slave. Come on. Hey, let me shoot you off.
ALYX!
Hello, hello. Boots has come back in, and I'm very happy about this. He's alive and safe, aren't you, Bootsy? Sitting on one of my 2 chairs here. Let's finish chapter 3 before my primitive new old computer puts out. Probably because I'm using Shotcut, which is better than Windows Movie Maker.
If you look closely at the end of the flashlight, you'll notice that it has a ball joint. This allows the flashlight to articulate based on whether the offhand is gripping the gun
balls
or not.
in my, more like balls in my mouth.
Orientations, one for each gun, and a neutral orientation for when the player is not supporting the gun to aim.
He left. He
These
left the
4
room.
orientations ensure
my
that the
Bootsy
flashlight
kitty
is
left the
always
room.
pointing
Booda
in that
booda
field
boom.
direction.
Booda boo.
One-handed, the flashlight attaches
I'm okay.
It was on your face and it...
Get off my face.
Disgusting.
I only let people that I want come all over my face with head crabs, which are otherwise known as lice. Where's the other one? Is that... Hey, stop. Is that this one? This is alive? Hi. Any more? Avatar Life and Death. Ding. Darkness Gate. Appropriate.
As with the shotgun and the pistol, we needed a gate for the flashlight to ensure the player couldn't proceed without it. We tried a number of designs around the moment where the player collected the flashlight, but they all ended up being about the player picking up an object, and not specific to that object being a flashlight. Given that the flashlight's primary function is to provide light, we felt the gate needed to be an area of darkness. We also really wanted the player to be excited to get the flashlight.
Right. To make a club sandwich, you need to start with bread. Not from a bread line, from a bakery across the street. Baked that day, okay? You add tomatoes, lettuce, not vegetable paste, fresh. Then you add bacon. That's from an animal we used to call the pig. You toast the bread and you put all that inside it.
You guys had all that? That's insane.
It is, and I'm not done. Then you add a second sandwich on top of the first one. You put ham in it, also from a pig, and turkey from an animal we used to call the turkey. And more tomato, more lettuce, and a bunch of other things I'm forgetting. It was 6 inches tall and weighed a pound, and had a dozen ingredients from 5 different continents. It was the most impossible food item you could imagine in any age before ours.
The club sandwich.
Wow.
I know, right?
That is...
Wow.
Wow. Thanks, Russ.
You're welcome, ALYX.
Hey, Bootsy. Hi. Hi. Hello. Hi, Bootsy kitty. I love you. He just came out of nowhere and was scraping against my back leg. That's why when I'm in VR, I'm just very... It's a shame it doesn't show the legs. Very, very slow when I move my legs in VR. Yeah. Squidward.
As with the shotgun and the pistol, we needed a gate for the flashlight to ensure the player couldn't proceed without it. We tried a number of designs around the moment where the player collected the flashlight, but they all ended up being about the player picking up an object, and not specific to that object being a flashlight. Given that the flashlight's primary function is to provide light, we felt the gate needed to be an area of darkness. We also really wanted the player to be excited to get the flashlight.
I'm not
And that meant
excited.
They had to experience
I don't give
darkness.
a shit.
When the writers create a new character, they try to write a variety of material from that character's perspective to help find their voice. What motivates them? What do they sound like? How do they relate to other characters? It's helpful to know the answers to questions like this early in a project,
Yes.
particularly when working with a team, where different people might end up writing for that character. The club sandwich
Seeing
story
as-
that Russell tells in this section started out as one of these writing exercises. The writing team wrote pages and pages of Russell telling Alex stories about life before the combo, getting irritated with her, telling bad jokes, pretty much the whole emotional spectrum. As we refined Russell's character, almost all of that fell by the wayside. We needed to do that work to get to Russell, but most of it didn't sound like Russell anymore. Later in the project, we decided to make Alex scared of the dark. So we needed Russell to talk a lot in this section to keep Alex company.
Fuck!
Alex?
It's okay.
Alex!
It's just a game! It's just a game. No, not that one. This one. I need better music. I'm going to go for No Life Radio, which is ancient video game music. And it's going to get us through this section. We're going to finish it, and this video will be done!
Write a variety of material from that character's perspective to help find their voice. What motivates them? What do they sound like? How do they relate to other characters? It's helpful to know the answers to questions like this early in a project, particularly when working with a team, where different people might end up writing for that character. The club sandwich story that Russell tells in this section started out as one of these writing exercises.
Last two.
Alex!
Descent music. 90s, baby.
Write a variety of material from that character's perspective to help find...
I will fix this. My controllers, my left and right controllers are fucking just pulsing. Pulsing. And I don't like it. It drains my battery, and it annoys me. But I suppose that was the purpose. You're dumb enough to get this low on health? Holy shit, we're gonna rock your controller and drain your battery. Come on. What the fuck? $1,000 tech demo right here. Fuck! $1,000 tech demo.
Alex, you still there?
Ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let's fix this. We just fix it. Fix it. Fucking move on. We're gonna fix it and make the music louder. Whoa.
Write a variety of material from that character's perspective to help find... Alex!
Alex!
Write a variety of material from that character's perspective.
Okay, so I think that aliens may be visiting the Earth, and that is an extremely important fucking topic that we should talk about. This is what I get for switching it to fucking hard mode. Fuck you! It's too loud.
Last magazine.
It hurts my ears. Your existence hurts my ears. Get wrecked. But what if that was us? So we shouldn't murder anyone or anything. Cool. Fuck. Squidward. Squidward. Squidward! It's a Squidward! He's a squid and he lives under the sea with SpongeBob and dee-dee-dee-doo. SpongeBob. SpongeBob, 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 SpongeBob. I fucked up, didn't I?
Alex? Alex, you still there?
This is fun. This is nice. I like. My name is Haley Craiking, and I like this. Boop. Come on. You can also do this. Boop. It's pretty cool, huh? I see a 3D representation in front of me, but that's not translated to the of the city. And sometimes you can see it when you put on a different
material from that character's perspective.
Oh no, not again. Fuck this. Fuck it. Let's see. Volume. There. Come on. Oh my god, it's done? It's done? No, there's a little bit of... There's just a little bit of... It's not... I was gonna call it vodka. It's not quite vodka. It's Japanese sake. Fuck yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Japanese sake. Boop, boop, boop. No! Even on story?
Alex!
Damn, I suck. I'm totally DSPing this shit. Or whatever. I'm sorry. I learned that from a friend. He seems kind of cool, but kind of not cool. It seems like he mostly focuses on games. But I don't mostly focus on games. I have a variety of material as the Haley Cryo-Keen character in real life. Fuck. Fuck! Squidward! Squidward, Squidward, Squidward. Squidward, Squidward, Squidward. Squidward, Squidward. Squidward, Squidward, Squidward. You're Squidward. Base. And Half-Life pills. Oh, I get it. Like, I'm playing with fire. I guess my retort to that would be that we're playing with fire every day of our existence. Every time we take a breath. Fire. And at the same time, perhaps, opportunity to grow, to become something new. Through the flaws. Fuck! Through the flaws and everything. We can grow and learn. I mean, I'm definitely a bit of a troll, but it's mostly, I think, because reality is breaking me down. People are so mean in real life and online that you either kind of tune it out or turn it off or join a little bit, I suppose. And it was very nice. It's still not. I mean, like, that's that, like that. There. I killed a sentient being from another dimension. Isn't that alt-right? Isn't that Nazi? But apparently it's okay because it's not real, you know? But yeah, that's life's really fucked up. Life's just fucked up. You're here and then you're not. You're here and then you're not. Just like these fucking zombies. Woe is me. Woe is me. Fucking do it. Do it. Do it, motherfucker. Okay, alright. I'm up. Okay. Right here? Here? Is that okay? Banging my desk with my hand. Fucking cyborg Half-Life reality. Alright, so what I think we need in these every game is like maybe perhaps, I don't know, I mean, yeah, seriously, some kind of like take a break, sit down or something like that. Like exactly, like take a break, sit down. But then apparently like it'd be bad because it's like you're not giving people the content they want at the fastest fucking speed that they can. Like on my old computer, that loading sequence took like 1 minute and 30 seconds. On this one, it took like fucking 15 seconds. So that's crazy. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy.
Wait, is that a dead Combine soldier?
When you guys were off stealing the reactor, I saw the Combine moving supplies in here.
Oh, yeah.
So, I guess they're interested in this place again.
I'll keep an eye out. Something's definitely up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, looking. Oh yeah. Here we go. I didn't even know you could do this. Well, I never tried because I never gave a shit. But on your 15th fucking playthrough. All right, here's a nice thing. I'm gonna die. I didn't die. Because it's on story mode. This is one of their cameras. They look...
Alex, manhack! Watch out!
See it.
Fuck. Okay. Uh-oh.
Right now, what it's like to live on Earth on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah, tell me.
I'd say... Rate a 2.
Yep, could always get worse.
What would you rate it before the Combine put out?
Ooh, that's a toughie. I don't know. Good day? I'd say 6. Yeah, strong 6.
6? That's not great.
That's life, Alex. You know, it's not always great.
Well, maybe we get the Combine off Earth and we could shoot for like an 8. You know?
Ooh, an 8. Yeah, that really would be nice. Really nice.
I have a little bit better off than other people. I'm so sorry. Alright, I'll do what I can. You want my money? You don't want me to say I don't know. What do you want me to say? I mean, like, I like saying the N-word sometimes, but obviously, as a white person, that's not okay, apparently. As a white person, this is not okay. Despite the fact that people online and on 4chan have been using the word and appropriated the word for the past 20 years or so. And we don't know most of the time what the other skin color of the other person is. We do not know what that skin color is. And yes, okay, so maybe you should hold a conference or something I'm sorry. You want to kill me? You want to kill me for expressing myself? Whatever. It's like, okay, some black people I meet say, most, like I'd say by 80%, 70 to 80% say, you as a white person, you should not or you cannot say the N-word as a white person. Unless apparently you're like 30, 20%, well, I'm not even going to go into the, if you're 50% black, it's obviously okay, like Obama. If you're 10%, okay, I went into it. If you're 10% black and you're 90% white, then can you say the N-word? I don't know. And there seems to be an unconscious consensus that the N-I-G-G-A I'm sorry, please don't hurt. Might be okay for white people to say, but I've noticed recently, in the past couple of years, that white people can't even say the abbreviated, the N-I-G-G-A. They definitely can't say the N-I-G hashtag, not hashtag, but like a asterisk ER or whatever. Yeah, it's a complicated subject, and I don't have a good thing to say. I suppose because I'm a white person, I'm apparently not allowed to even have a fucking opinion on it. I don't know. I mean, I get that. As a white person, I'm not supposed to have an opinion on it, but I do have opinions. But maybe that's bad. I don't know. Alright. I'd rather have a conversation, but I'm afraid of getting attacked. But I get that some black people think it's okay to say the N-word, but most people, that is not most black people. Or you used to be able to say the "hello, my the lowercase one, rather than the EER or whatever, the G. I'm trying.
Barnacles are a unique enemy type in Half-Life ALYX in that they are static and often situated above the player's natural view direction. During testing in confined or dimly lit spaces, we often saw players walk into barnacle tongues without noticing them. One way we addressed this was with audio. In particular, we made idle barnacles emit subtle breathing, croaking, and grumbling sounds like the following. These sounds helped alert players to the presence of barnacles, and also made them seem like living creatures that were always active, not just a mechanical piece of gameplay that responded only to the player's actions. The head-related transfer functions available in Steam Audio were especially helpful, as they made it possible to accurately spatialize barnacle sounds so that the players could tell that the sounds were coming from above.
Incarnations of manhacks were frustrating to fight in VR, since their audio was not providing enough information about their location. They seemed to appear from nowhere, and even when close to the player, they lacked a dramatic presence. We tried a variety of layered sounds with varying distance fall-offs, but this often created more confusion, especially when multiple manhacks were involved. Our ultimate solution to the problem consisted of two parts. The first was to make manhacks emit the following alarm-like warning sound when they first came into range or were deployed by a Combine soldier. The second part of our solution was to add more aggressive looping sounds with short fall-off distances. The short fall-off of these sound loops meant that this specific component of manhack's sound treatment would only be audible quite near the player. Thus, when players heard these sounds, they knew that manhacks had begun hunting them, and one or more was getting close enough to be of concern.
Before Final Out was added, the cramped dark area of this level did not take players very long to traverse. But as the fidelity of the game increased, players spent more and more time getting to this point. As we've learned over the years, too much time in dark underground areas can become fatiguing to players, and this is even more significant in VR. This outdoor section provides a change of pace and a brief respite on the ground. Not only does it give players something visually different and interesting to look at, it allows them to clearly see and assess threat in an open space, allowing them to get some easy kills with a little stress. It was also important to provide some variety here, as players are about to head into a dark area that requires precision shooting and flashlight usage.
I feel really bad now, because I just wanted to say the bad word. I like edgy things, but I think that's what Half-Life is. Half-Life is edgy, but it's not that edgy. It's never that edgy, obviously. That's why I like the 4chans, because they were, like, super edgy, but they can lead to bad fucking shit. Obviously, like bad habits and bad people and all that shit. But I would still say, like, 60... Come on, motherfucker! Do it! Jesus Christ. I would say like 60 to 70% of the people on 4chan are probably mostly peaceful. It's the other 10 to 30% that are less than peaceful. But obviously...
So, when we get the Combine off of Earth, what are you gonna do?
I'm going full production mode on the Russell, of course.
Oh, of course. You'll be sitting on a landmine.
Gold mine, yep. So here's the plan. Conservative estimate, I figure 1 year to get the world unconquered by the Combine, get them off the planet, so that's year 1, then another year to mass produce the Russells. Although, just quietly, we will need to rebuild society first, to get some basic infrastructure, jobs, money, that sort of thing. Otherwise people won't be able to buy them, So, 3-year plan. Let's slot the infrastructure thing in for year 2.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You're gonna want to put that in here too.
Anyway, yes, 4chan was a nice outlet for me for the past 10 years, but it also made me realize that using substances to get away from your problems is often not the best solution. It can be comforting, but it can also fuck you over and burn bridges between people, and it often does. Maybe you'll access some sort of 1/10 of a spiritual ascendance, but those 9/10ths will be bad-ish. Not necessarily. I mean, you can sometimes get 40 to 70% good out of smoking marijuana or doing substances or alcohol and other things, mushrooms, acid, LSD, cocaine, methamphetamine, ecstasy, MDMA, crocodile, amphetamines, benzodiazepines, Adderall, obviously. Oh yeah, baby. Then you do some. I can't. Just drugs. Drugs are okay sometimes, but then other times they're very bad for you. So listen to what I have to say. That this is not me. This is unrelated.
This section, with a multitude of explosive barrels embedded in Zen overgrowth, was designed to switch up player expectations and change the pacing of the level. Prior to this point in the game, explosive barrels and canisters were used as offensive weapons.
I want to put that in here too.
This section, with a multitude of explosive barrels embedded in Zen overgrowth, was designed to switch up player expectations and change the pacing of the level. Prior to this point in the game...
YOLO! Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Finish it.
I want to put that in here too.
Did I drink it? I think I drank it. I think I drank it. I drank all my alcohol. It was Japanese sake. I just drank the rest of my water. My water bottle is a water bottle in here. Just like in real life. This is a moldy apple peach, just like in real life. This is a water bottle, just like in real life. And this is a coffee cup, just like in real life. What do you want, pal? You want to recreate the real world inside a virtual world? Do you think that is the smartest thing to do? Do you think that is the best thing to do? You motherfuckers, I love you so much. You experiment just like I do. You are experimentors of reality and science. But is this the path that we want to go? As human beings, do we want to exist inside the computer as well as... Yeah, okay, I'm just riffing. Westworld Season 4 comes out next month, or this month, or... Here we go. I mean, yes, part of 50 to 75% of what it just said is mostly, I think, a deep down echoing of what I think. Also, Johnny Depp is obviously... I don't know. By this time in June 3rd, is Johnny Depp freed? If he's not free, that will suck. If Johnny Depp is free, cool. But I mean, like, domestic violence is suck. It is bad. If he really hit her, that sucks, and he should, you know, I don't know, be sued or go to jail or whatever the fuck they want. But if he didn't do it, then he should be vindicated, and he should be able to make as many fucking movies as he wants. Because he sounds like he's just I wouldn't say mostly innocent guy, because I do a little drink, I do a little smoke, I do a little speed, but last time I did speed was like 5 years ago. But yeah, you know, I assume as a movie actor, having all those different roles and things and everything, you probably want a little boost. But it's weird because, like, these days, it's not... It is a little weird, but it's not weird. That it's weird in general that you can actually just get drugs that mimic, you know, cocaine and amphetamines and Adderall because, you know, you're ADD or ADHD, which I do believe, but it's like, I think, like 30 to 50% of reality is that. And you can get Provigil. I want fucking Provigil. And you can get, like, Dextrine, which is straight dopamine. I would like Dextrine because that would make me feel nice and be able to plan things a bit better than, you know, whatever is going on right now.
Oh, careful!
Yeah, whatever. Fuck you. I mean, you're not real, but yeah. Maybe the people are watching that are real. I'm real.
This whole 3-year Russell plan. You think you'd have a job for me?
Job? ALYX? You invented the ALYX. Of course you can have a job.
We could be partners.
Oh, well, Well, there would be stock options. 5 to 10 year vesting period, obviously. Could be very lucrative for you, ALYX, in the long term.
I don't know what any of that meant, but sounds good, partner.
Yep, sounds good. ALYX?
What's a stock option? I don't even know. Stocky. Optioning. Stocky and option. Come on, yeah, I want that. Woo! Come on! Do it! Repositioning my goggle stands.
This section, with a multitude of explosive barrels embedded in Zen Overgrowth, was designed to switch up player expectations and change the pacing of the level. Prior to this point in the game, explosive barrels and canisters were used as offensive weapons. In this space, they're deadly to the player. If a barrel or canister does explode, it sets off a fatal chain reaction. This change in priority forces players to aim carefully and adds intensity without combat. This has the positive side effect of training players to utilize the pistol even more effectively. While the automatic alignment of the flashlight with a braced weapon is useful in direct combat, in this section we observed players taking advantage of the decoupled weapon and flashlight as they illuminated and targeted barnacles in the intricate Zen foliage overhead.
Reminds me of Soma. I need to finish Soma. I need to redo Soma. Redo Soma! Cryokeen Bedu! Fuck. Here we go. Doom, 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 doom. That's okay. I'm just trying to focus. 70? Right here. We gotta. That one's very hard on the harder settings. Give me that, please. Come on! That's okay. How about for later? For later, I will violate every pronoun of not killing your child by crushing a fucking maggot in a fucking health booster, you fucking valve fucking fraggots. I'm gay. I'm bisexual, so I can apparently say it, but maybe not. But, you know, I can't say the N-word, but maybe I could say gay or faggot or gay faggot, gay faggot, gay faggot, gay Woo! That's what I am! Because I'm a bisexual. I like having sex with men and women. And by sex, I mean mostly sexual acts like coming right near them and then coming in a glass or their mouths or on their bodies. That would be fucking dope. Unfortunately, I haven't done most of that in a couple of years, up to 20 years, but I would like to do that. So I am a gay faggot bisexual, gay faggot bisexual, gay faggot bisexual, gay faggot bisexual, gay faggot bisexual.
Alex!
Yeah. Gay faggot bisexual, gay faggot bisexual. Fuck, I want to be done. I want to be done with chapter 3. Chapter 3 is the worst fucking chapter in the entire fucking saga next to Jeff. Jeff is okay at chapter 7 or 8, but this one is the... And then there's one with trip mines. Oh god, with fucking trip mines and explosives. I suppose it's good because it's just a MacGuffin. It's what you need to do. But yeah. So fuck. I'm real good with stone. Come on. Hey, that's the spine. Come on, go in there. Go in there. Come on! I will do it if I run below. If I run near one fucking health. I will fucking sacrifice the maggot. The maggot's just like us. Maggot's one of us. Maggot, faggot, baggot. I am bisexual and I like penis and vagina. So I can hopefully say faggot, faggot, faggot. I can't say the N-word, B or N-I-G-G-A. I cannot say that apparently today in 2022. Ho 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 hey. I can't say the N-I-G-G-E. Ow, that's very bad. It will cause people to attack you bad. Your ancestors slaved them apparently. Even if I am not related genetically. I don't know if I am or not. What percentage of the world can say or not? I understand that perhaps as a gay white person, I don't have the preparations to tend. I'm gonna murder this white maggot. I hope that makes you happy. Ah! It's whiter than what? Imagine if it was like brown. Then people would be like, wait, why are you putting your hand on the lever and it's brown? Hey, yo. But it's white, so it's okay. It's a white maggot. It's a white maggot. It's like, it can't even like, okay, so you can be an alien, right? You can be Green Hulk, She-Hulk, the lawyer. You can be a purple alien. You can't be a black alien. No, siree. How dare you? I mean, I suppose you could, but then you'd probably have to act like some of the people on Earth. And then it's like, okay, what is culture? What is life? And I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I sort of know at 36 years old, but mostly I don't know. Please don't kill me. I'm just speaking my mind. And that's bad apparently now. I don't know. I have a friend that I knew for 20 years. 23, 20 something. As long as I've played Half-Life and made Sven Co-op, I've had 4 to 7 really good old friends, and they've all fallen apart. A couple of them got addicted to methamphetamine and heroin and fucking just ruined their lives. At least I'm still living with my mother and not kicked out. I got kicked out of my dad's house for being alcoholic, but yeah. Not that I'm that much better. Not that I'm that much better. I'm not. But I don't inject things in my veins. Last time I did an injection was like 10 or 12 years ago. Like I tried heroin twice from injection. It just made me feel sick and nauseous. And I smoked it twice, and pretty much same effect. I mean, there was a niceness to the watching this. I was walking home. I remember watching the Star Trek original series episode on my phone where Spock's brain is lost, and it for some reason that whole event sticks in my brain. So maybe there was an effect, but it wasn't. You know, it was maybe it was a calming effect more than a. You know, oh yeah, which I personally get more out of, like, from methamphetamine or Adderall. I get the dopamine, but apparently the opiate response obviously is very strong too. And I mean, I eat a lot of cheese and milk, and I'm pretty fat at 256 pounds as of the last weight from the doctor's office. No, I don't care if you don't take partials. You're gonna fucking take it in the fucking ass. Just be done. I want to be done with chapter 3 so fucking badly. But I want to be honest. But apparently being honest is bad, because people don't want to hear everything, which I get. I get that. It's creepy. Like, I have creepy fans too. So I get it. I get it. I honestly do.
We decided early on that the environments we wanted to portray in Half-Life ALYX would benefit from an investment in high-quality volumetric lighting. This component of illumination is an indispensable tool, not just for creating atmosphere, but for drawing the player's attention to critical gameplay elements. Our system works in 3 phases. In the first phase, illumination from static light sources is captured in a 3-level hierarchical volumetric clip map surrounding the player. The highest resolution level of this clip map measures 1 cubic inch per voxel. The clip map is updated incrementally, less than once per frame, as the player moves throughout the scene. In the second phase, a compute shader ray marches in view space throughout the clip maps, accumulating static lighting, dynamic lighting, and volumetric extinction. The ray marching is performed every frame and employs temporal.
Chapter 3 is so fucking long.
Performed every frame and employs temporal anti-aliasing to improve quality. In the final phase, we resample lighting and volumetric scattering from the prior phase for each eye once per frame. The result is a texture that describes, for any given view space depth, volumetric scattering and extinction, which we apply during.
We always introduce new enemies.
They're alien commandos. Of course they have automatic weapons. We'd have them too, but combine weapons are gene-coded, so out of luck. Unless you find one that's unbonded, or you're open to some minor genetic modification.
I'm good, Russ. I'm just gonna roll with these genes that I've got.
Let's go. Fuck! Whatever. Come on.
3.
Come on! Come on, motherfucker.
Last one.
Yeah! Yeah! Butter. Come on. Alright. Okay. Oh, God damn it. Fuck. Fuck. Oh, gee. Why does he only have one eye? Oh, my. This couldn't be part of some sort of subplot on the Valve employees to... I'm sorry. I've had a drink. I get that when you're trying to meet quotas and whatnot, you can only get through so many stories and such. So, yeah. I actually do like this storyline. I do. I was sarcastic. I like it a lot, actually. I was just being a bastard. I'm sorry. Burst fire. Reflex. Fuck. I want this one. And I need another fucking... Come on. Give me. Yeah! Yes! Give me Jimmy! Alright.
Oh, that really worked, didn't it?
Thank you.
Huh.
Alright. 10 laser sight. Okay. No.
Oh, that should come in handy.
Here we go. Hey, put it on, please.
The first encounter with a Combine soldier caused a number of issues in playtesting. The biggest one was that players were often surprised when the soldiers started shooting at them. Some players who were new to the Half-Life series had no idea who these soldiers were. But it's also been hours of game time since players saw another human, and we found that many players weren't willing to immediately start shooting. Some players also wondered why ALYX moved so quickly to killing other humans. This area was designed to demonstrate that Combine soldiers are hostile and will attack on sight, giving the player a reason to want to shoot back. It starts with the dialogue preceding the encounter, where the player
telling
overhears
the
Combine
players how to
discussing the
become a
problem
murderer.
Of scavengers in the quarantine
Just like
zone.
this little
Then,
approach.
when the player finally
It's gonna become
achieves
dead.
visual
It's not real.
contact with the
It's
first
not real. It's
Combine
not real.
soldier,
It's not real.
they
It's not
witness
real.
that soldier in the process of
It's not
executing
real.
a
It's not
civilian
real.
scavenger.
It's not real.
There's your junction! We're here! This was it! Get down!
No. Fuck. Fuck. And light. Like if you had like a woman giving birth over there, that would be inappropriate, but somehow killing people is fucking okay.
Squad Soldier AI has been a mainstay of the Half-Life series, so we were excited to see how their design would be impacted by the move to VR. Our early playtesting against the Half-Life 2 Combine Soldier AI in VR immediately made a number of things clear. First, players did not like to be shot at, and often had a visceral, negative response. The soldiers frequently ran at players at full speed, firing all the while, and we discovered that the speed of Half-Life 2 combat was simply too overwhelming in VR. Also, players took longer to do everything in VR.
Yes.
Especially the core action of spotting and aiming their weapon at
Yes.
an enemy while staying in cover.
Yes.
As a result, the soldiers tended to live much longer in VR than they did in Half-Life 2.
Yes.
It was clear from these early playtests that the most common reaction among players...
No, fuck it. I want to listen to the rest of that. Holy shit. You know, I take a big bong rip and then listen to it. But here we go. Let me get my bong.
I don't have my other lens, so I'm basically blind in my right eye. Thanks, Steve Jobs. Blind in my right eye. I think you can get custom lenses for VR, but it probably costs a bit of money. It's pretty much the same, other than my right eye seems a little fuzzy unless I close it from time to time, and then it's a little less immersive. You really need two eyes in order for your brain to be a little bit more realistic.
Squad Soldier AI has been a mainstay.
But it's still good even if you don't have two eyes.
We were excited to see how their design would be impacted by the move to VR. Our early playtesting against the Half-Life 2 Combine Soldier AI in VR immediately made a number of things clear. First, players did not like to be shot at, and often had a visceral, negative response. The soldiers frequently ran at players at full speed, firing all the while, and we discovered that the speed of Half-Life 2 combat was simply too overwhelming in VR. Also, players took longer to do everything in VR, especially the core action of spotting and aiming their weapon at an enemy while staying in cover. As a result, the soldiers tended to live much longer in VR than they did in Half-Life 2. It was clear from these early playtests that the most common reaction among players was to immediately seek cover from enemy fire. So we started experimenting with changes to the Soldier AI, aimed at building a combat experience around players' tendency to seek cover. Early experiments were focused on keeping...
You sure you can do that?
Penises and vaginas. Fuck you.
Keeping them moving around.
Fuck you. Get the fuck out of my head.
I'll be ready.
We'll be ready.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
Do hurry though.
Yeah, fuck you and fuck your hurry, you motherfucking piece of shit. Which I love. Which I love. Love this. That, but mostly this. These are things in Half-Life 1. I mean, they're red in Half-Life 1, but yeah. So cool. Can you put that in there? You can't. These, like, sometimes show the wet paint, but sometimes they don't. Like that. But now it does. Like, there, now it does, you know? It doesn't, like, down there. It's like, why is it down there? Fuck you. Squidward! I'm trying. Alright, here we go. Come on, open the fucking door. Squidward! Squidward! Squidward. 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 Boop. Boop. Squid. 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 Zombie word! Zombie word, motherfucking piece of shit. Zombie word, motherfucking Z word, piece of shit. I know you're there. I know you're there. I played this fucking 10 Jesus fucking times. Jesus. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Oh my god. Oh my god.
No more mags?
Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you. C word, T word, piece of shit. C word, T word, piece of shit.
that right. Right. There you go. No. Come on. Right. Okay. Well, hi, Z-word! I'm sorry. I'm diseased. I'm not diseased. I am diseased. I'm not diseased. We're all one, but we're not one. We're all one race, but we're not one race. We're all one race, but we're not one race. How are we one race, but not one race? How are we one race, but not one race? How are we one race, but not one race? A word! B word. C word. D word. Boop. Camera. Here we go, right in. All over the face. It's gonna go all over the face. There you go.
Okay, no worries. But the train is coming.
You're
Just
coming.
get me in. It'll only take a second.
You're
doing great.
You're coming.
No worries.
Where do you think it's coming? It's gonna come. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. Is it starting from here? Where's the rat? There's usually a rat in here. No rat in this one. There's usually a physical fucking rat in there breathing. There it is. There's no head this time, it's just the body. It's usually the head. Come on. Yes, right there. All the way around. Okay.
Okay, now just re-engage the system.
Is this supposed to come off?
It's the opposite of what it's supposed to do, Alex.
What do I do now?
Oh, well, don't panic. Or stop panicking.
I'm not panicking.
Yes, but I am. We need to find another way to stop this train.
There's gotta be another way to stop this train.
Well, start looking. You don't have much time. Keep looking for a switch. We've got to stop that train. Seconds, Alex. Okay, just throw the switch there.
At this point of the game, we knew we needed a big set piece, a non-combat moment to reward players for fighting their way through the dark, scary tunnels. Not only that, but the pace of the story was leading up to its most important moment thus far, the rescue of Eli Vance. Crashing the Combine prison train that was transporting Eli felt like the exact right thing to accomplish these goals, and it gave us the opportunity to create some VR spectacle. We wanted to achieve the cinematic chaos of causing a train wreck, while giving the players an active role in the event.
There's gotta be another way to stop this train.
Well, start looking. We don't have much time. 10 seconds, Alex. Okay, just throw the switch there. 5 seconds.
Oh, shit. YOLO! Hold up.
That worked?
Yeah. Wow. Yuck. What the hell are those?
I don't know. We need to find out.
Yeah, I want to touch him. I want to touch him and put him all over my fucking face because I'm Half-Life Alyx. Oh, I want their tongue all over my face. I'm just going to rub my fucking female face all over that fucking tongue. That's what I'm going to do. Because I'm Half-Life Alyx. Come on, come here, tongue. Come here. Come on now. Fuck you. Fuck you, fucking tracker. Fucking piece of shit. Come on, come on. Fuck. Come on. I want it all over my face. I want that fucking. Oh, yeah. Alright, here you go. Alright. Anyway. I love the details in Half-Life Alyx and the trains. They're just like Half-Life 2. And oh my goodness, this is the first time that Alyx in the timeline sees the worm people. Gosh, it's so detailed and amazing. Oh, so immersive. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
Last minute.
It won't even. I can't take it off.
Dad!
I'm over here, honey.
Hey, buddy.
I need help. Hurry.
Yeah, I'm here. Fuck. Come on, let me go down. Come on, motherfucker.
Baby.
Yeah, I'm trying, baby.
Over here.
Alright, come on, baby. Oh, jeepers.
Okay. I'm gonna reach out and pull you up. It's gonna be okay. You ready?
Okay, baby.
Oh, good. Give me your hand.
My God. If I only had 2 cubes in my room to give the position! Like, seriously, I'm trying. Alright. Fuck you anyway. Oh, yeah, you saved him, blah, blah. That's so great.
For the rescue of Eli, we wanted to create a tense, just out of reach moment where the player physically saves him.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Just stay there. I'm gonna figure out how to get over to you.
Thank you.
Alyx, listen. The thing Russell and I found is some sort of super weapon.
A super weapon?
It's something big. They got it here in the QZ in some kind of vault, but they're about to move it. Where, I don't know, but it's gonna be soon.
Then we gotta steal it before they do.
Yes. And look. I managed to pocket this Combine data pod. If I can decrypt it, we can figure out how to use their weapon against them.
So what's the plan?
You head to the vault. I'll take this thing back to Russell's and get to work.
Wait, where is the vault?
Dad, where's the vault?
Look to the northern star.
Yes. Look to the star.
Ow.
Got it.
Lower
Dad?
back.
It's right in the middle of the QZ, and it's big. Get above ground and see what you can find.
Yeah.
I will accompany the diver and ensure his safety.
Okay.
Great. Thank you.
I love you so much. Oh, I love you so fucking much.
Dad, I'm gonna go find this vault.
I love you. I love you.
Stay safe, baby. I love you.
I love you.
I love you too.
I love you too.
I love you too.
I love you too.
Thank you.
Thank you. Here we go.
for the rescue of Eli, we wanted to create a tense, just out of reach moment where the player physically saves him. But for the rest of the story to work, Alyx and Eli had to take different paths at the end of the scene. We tried a few different approaches, including a version where Eli was hanging from a ledge just in front of the player, and the player could reach down to attempt to grab Eli's hand to pull him up. In practice, however, players' hands would collide with the real-world floor. Not only did this make it impossible to reach Eli, it took players out of the moment.
Well, that's
wrecking
exactly
the
what happened to me. I couldn't even.
Since Eli and Alyx had to take
But I've
different
done this
paths,
many times, and
we
most of
tried
the
an
time I
approach
can
where Alyx
get
rescued
near him.
Eli, but he was injured and couldn't proceed. Unfortunately, many players would stick around, not wanting to abandon him.
Unfortunately.
Eventually, we arrived at the solution that shipped in the final product. Separating Eli from the player with the Vortigaunt's rescue made for a much more meaningful return and fulfillment of the Vortigaunt's promise to help Alyx. The datapod that Eli found was an addition that not only let us integrate Eli back into the story later, but also gave him something to do, so there was a much stronger reason why he would not accompany the player on their journey going forward.
Okay, everybody, thank you very much. I'm just checking the calendar dates here. The 3rd, the 8th. I will see you. Okay, thank you very much. I will see you perhaps on June 8th, 2022 for Chapter 4 of Half-Life ALYX. I believe it's called Super Weapon. Here we go. Talk to you later. Love you. Peace.